Well, Caitlin Clark could be breaking another record, this time with an endorsement deal.
Billie Jean King just gave Caitlin Clark a huge shout out. And it wasn't for Nike. That's right. An Adidas ambassador is praising Nike's star rookie. Something's not adding up. You know what's even crazier? This wasn't just any old praise. King was celebrating Clark's Rookie of the Year win. That's a big deal. But why is Adidas cheering for a Nike athlete? It's like seeing LeBron James rock some Under Armour gear. It just doesn't make sense. So where's Nike in all of this? They've got this superstar rookie tearing up the court, breaking records left and right, and they're silent? What's going on behind the scenes here? Is Adidas trying to swoop in and steal Nike's thunder? Or is there more to this story than meets the eye? Let's dig into this bizarre situation and figure out what's really happening in the world of women's basketball sponsorships.
Well, the Associated Press says Clark will soon be signing an 8-year, $28 million contract with Nike.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Forget the sponsorship drama for a second. What if I told you that in her rookie season, Caitlin Clark did something no other WNBA player has ever done? Not in their rookie year, not in their prime, not ever. That's right, Clark isn't just good, she's in a league of her own.
The Indiana Fever guard would also get to create her own signature shoe with the deal. Clark's previous deal with Nike ended after she finished her season with the Iowa Hawkeyes earlier this month.
Ratings for Game 1 have got to be disappointing for Kat Engelbert and the WNBA front office. There were regular season games this season where Caitlin Clark drew more than 1.8 million viewers.
And the records she's smashing? They're changing the game as we know it. Let's talk numbers. Clark's rookie season wasn't just impressive, it was historic. She set the single-season assist record, proving she's not just a scorer, but a true team player. But wait, there's more. She also grabbed the rookie scoring record, showing she can put points on the board like nobody's business. You know what's really wild? Clark became the first rookie in WNBA history to record a triple-double. That's points, rebounds, and assists all in double digits in a single game.
Reality is knocking on the door of the porta potty. The truth is finally coming to the light. The same light.
If Caitlin Clark is the quote-unquote savior, if she's the golden girl, milk it!
Going to be dimming here in about 12 hours when Caitlin Clark is eliminated from the playoffs.
It's like she's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. But she wasn't done there. Clark also became the first rookie to hit 100 three-pointers in a single season. That's not just good shooting. That's changing the game. She's stretching defenses and opening up the court in ways we've never seen from a rookie. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but how does she stack up against the WNBA greats? Well, let me tell you, she's not just stacking up, she's towering over them. Her rookie season performance is being called a pivotal moment in WNBA history. We're not just talking about a good player here, we're talking about someone who's transforming the league.
However, I hope Kat Engelbert is ready for disappointment because there's a hell of a lot more of it on the way. There were 3 other games in the WNBA on Sunday night.
And it's not just stats on a sheet. Clark's game is translating to real-world impact. WNBA attendance, up. TV ratings, through the roof. Merchandise sales, flying off the shelves. It's like she's single-handedly giving the league a shot of adrenaline. You know how Caitlin Clark's been lighting up the court? Well, something strange is happening off it. One of the biggest names in sports is giving her the cold shoulder. What's going on with Nike? And why are fans starting to question their loyalty? Let's talk about that massive $28 million deal Clark signed with Nike. You'd think they'd be shouting her name from the rooftops, right? But here's the crazy part. Nike's been ghosting her since April. That's right, not a peep about her achievements. It's like they signed her and then forgot she existed. Now, you might be thinking, maybe Nike's just busy with other athletes. But check this out. While they've been silent on Clark, they've been all over Diana Taurasi. Multiple posts highlighting her achievements, showing her off like she's the only star in the WNBA. It's like night and day compared to how they're treating Clark. And fans? They're not happy. Social media is blowing up with comments from people who are seriously disappointed in Nike. One fan wrote, "Nike, where's the love for Caitlin Clark? She's breaking records left and right, and you're silent?" Another chimed in, "I've been a Nike fan for years, but this lack of support for Clark is making me rethink my loyalty." You know what's even crazier? Nike's last post about Clark was on April 7th. They made this big statement about how they were going to promote her, talking about her electrifying play and how she's changing the game. But since then, radio silence. Not even a peep when she won Rookie of the Year. That's like promising your friend you'll throw them a huge birthday party and then not even sending a text on their big day. This isn't just weird. It's making fans question their loyalty to the brand. People are scratching their heads, wondering why Nike would sign this rising star and then act like she doesn't exist. It's not just about Clark anymore. It's about how Nike supports women's sports in general. But here's where it gets really interesting. While Nike's been quiet, someone else is speaking up. And it's not who you'd expect. An Adidas ambassador is out there singing Clark's praises. Yeah, you heard that right. Adidas is cheering for a Nike athlete. What's that about? Is Adidas playing 4D chess while Nike's playing checkers? Remember when brand loyalty used to mean something? Forget everything you thought you knew about sports sponsorships. There's a new player in town, and they're not playing by the old rules. Enter Billie Jean King, tennis legend, and Adidas global ambassador. She just dropped a bombshell on social media, praising Caitlin Clark's Rookie of the Year win. Now, you might be thinking, what's the big deal? Here's the kicker. King's an Adidas ambassador cheering for a Nike athlete. That's like Pepsi congratulating Coca-Cola on a new flavor. It just doesn't happen. Until now. King's post wasn't just a casual congrats. She called Clark a generational talent and highlighted her record-breaking season. This isn't just empty praise. It's a strategic move that's got everyone talking. And you know what? Fans are eating it up. But let's zoom out for a second. This isn't just about Adidas trying to steal Nike's thunder. It's way bigger than that. This move is shining a spotlight on how brands support female athletes. King's praise isn't just boosting Clark's profile, it's reminding everyone that women's sports deserve more recognition and support. And the fans? They're not staying quiet. Social media's buzzing with people loving this unexpected support for Clark. One fan summed it up perfectly. It's great to see the great of the sporting world recognize Caitlin, a generational talent indeed. This isn't just about one player anymore. It's about fans demanding better for all female athletes. So what's Adidas playing at here? Are they trying to swoop in and steal Clark from Nike? Maybe. But it's more likely they're playing a long game. They're positioning themselves as a brand that truly supports women's sports, not just when it's convenient. This move is shaking up the whole sponsorship game. It's not just about slapping a logo on a jersey anymore. Fans are expecting brands to actively celebrate and promote their athletes. And if a brand won't do it, well, it looks like the competition's more than happy to step in. But here's the real kicker. This situation is forcing us to rethink how we support female athletes. It's not enough to sign them and forget them. Brands need to be out there, shouting their achievements from the rooftops. And if they won't, well, it looks like fans are ready to switch teams. Let's recap the craziness we've just witnessed. Caitlin Clark's rookie season? Off the charts. Nike's reaction? Radio silence. And then, out of nowhere, Adidas swoops in with a surprise move. It's like the sports world's been turned upside down. But here's the real question. What do you expect from the brands sponsoring your favorite athletes? Should they be shouting their achievements from the rooftops, especially in women's sports? Or is it cool for them to just sit back and let the players do all the talking? You know what? It's time for us fans to speak up. We need to hold these brands accountable. The future of women's sports sponsorships might just depend on it. If we want to see more support, more coverage, more everything for female athletes, we've got to make some noise. Are you ready to shake things up?